If four things are followed, having a great aim, acquiring knowledge, hard work, and perseverance, then anything can be achieved. APJ Abdul Kalam. My friends, thank you for being with us. We appreciate our new Patreon members. Let's jump into these charts. We see the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, 20-year U.S. government bonds are up for the day. Gold and Bitcoin are down. Let's jump into these charts. We are up 0.27%. Not a big day up for the S&P 500, but it's up, friends. Up and continuing to move up. Now, we see the volume here on the half-day chart has been low for many days. We did just get not quite to average volume last week. This week, we're 2 days in, and again, we've got a ways to go before we hit average volume. We look at the 2-day chart, even though we have reached a higher high. Our volume is down. It's lower than the average and a good bit lower than where it was before. This is for the Monday, Tuesday 2-day candle. We see where the mark was up in the morning. Looks like it was up a little bit more in the afternoon. These are Heikin Ashi candlesticks. Remember, they're not high open, low close. They are calculated in a different way. And you know what? For those of you who aren't familiar with Heikin Ashi candlesticks, you're new to the channel or haven't taken the Heikin Ashi training in a while, I'm going to give you the first one we did, the most viewed one on the internet. And we want you to have that special training. I'll attach it at the end of today's video. You'll see it on the screen. Please take that and understand why we use it as our really two big indicators. We use Heikin Ashi candlesticks and volume. Like the old guys did, we want to know what price is doing and what's volume because that tells us everything. Now, what do we see happening? We are still long with the S&P. As we move into this fall-winter trading zone, we shall see what happens. Typically, the market does continue to move. We had a crazy summer where, unlike the doldrums we typically get in the summer, we just had the market keep on a-cranking. Is it going to do that through the fall, winter? We're going to have to see. The Fed meeting coming up. We have the food stamps being put on hold. We have some China issues. We have all sorts of stuff that could be some catalysts for some change. So we shall pay close attention to these charts. We've been riding the uptrend for quite a while. We still are, but we are cautious. We are cautious, but happy to see things just keep on a-climbing. We're well above the weekly trend line on the half-day, the 2-day, and the weekly. We are still long. What about the NASDAQ 100, the tech stocks? They are up for the day. Volume is better there. You see average volume in the afternoon. We had average volume on both candles yesterday, a little below average in the morning, but peaked up even higher in the afternoon as the volume increased. 2-day chart, we have average volume. Weekly chart, we're okay. We'll see where that goes to. We got 3 more days to see if we can hit it. But again, nice big green up candle. Things moving up and are strong. And of course, we are still long. Price well above the weekly trend line on all 3 of our charts. What about 20-year U.S. government bonds? They are up some for the day, up 0.26%. Again, we've got a small candle for this week. Volume was off last week, off the average. We have a green spinning top. It's better than a doji, but still lots of indecision. Didn't hit average volume there. Haven't hit average volume for the last 6 days. Again, haven't hit the high that we hit back on the Tuesday, Wednesday candle, the 21st and the 22nd of last week. So we shall continue to watch. We had those several days of down moves. What was it? 2.5 days. And then starting on Monday, we saw things as they started. Monday afternoon, we saw things as they started to crank up a little bit. So again, we'll keep our eye on bonds. We are still long bonds, not as long as we are on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, but going into the 5th week of up movement, which is good to see. What about gold? We told you yesterday as gold broke through. Now we're 6 days into red down candles. That's 3 red down 2-day candles. we can see where things went down strong starting last Tuesday into Wednesday morning, then tracked up through Friday morning, and then on Friday afternoon started breaking through that weekly trend line in earnest, and on Monday and Tuesday pushing further down. Of course, gold has really broken off what had been since the 25th of August, just crazy up moves in gold. Maybe folks are taking a break, cashing out some, taking some profits, but gold has really pulled back, broken the trend line on all three of our charts. We had average volume on this latest 2-day down move, and again showing you the commitment of the sellers and again just again helping us focus on what the sentiment is as things turned over and moved down. Now, lastly, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. We had 2 prior weeks of down moves in Bitcoin, although the real down move was that 1 week beginning the 13th of October. Last week didn't go down as much. You see, we didn't reach a lower low. We did have average volume, though. This week, we have had things move around, but as you can see, there's not a lot of volume backing that up, is there? We've been talking about that. We got to go all the way back to last Wednesday just to have average volume on that down move on Wednesday. So again, as we look at Bitcoin, it has broken through the trend line on all three of our charts, and that all happened when? Well, it happened in that big up move on Monday. And again on Tuesday, pulling back some, but we do have, again, that spark that lit the fire. So we'll continue to watch Bitcoin. That is significant that it did push through, and we'll see again if it has the momentum to continue with that. Thanks so much for being with us, friends. Appreciate you always. Love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. If you do appreciate what we do here, please give us a thumbs up for YouTube. And also, don't hesitate to subscribe at our own website, chartingwealth.com, where you'll get each and every day an email with a special training in it, all sorts of links to important things, and of course, our video. And we'll put it in your mailbox each and every day. We do not spam or sell that list. And we only send you those emails once a day, 5 days a week. If it's a 5-day week, if it's a shortened market week, there's only 4. And you can cancel anytime. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.